What's good, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, and today we are going to continue the series of my makeup collection. We're actually going to be going through my highlighter collection today. Towards the end of the video, I will be ranking these from the ones that I don't like as much in my collection to the ones that are my favorite in my collection. Two items that are probably my most favorite items that I have the most of, which would be my lip products and my highlighters. I do love highlighters, and I always love to put highlighter in my inner eye corners. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, the first highlighter that we have is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Highlight, and this is in the shade Champagne. I'm gonna swatch it, but I don't have anything to clean my hand with, so bear with me. But if you guys, let me see, because sometimes it's really hard to pick up the highlighters. Let me see. I have to get it. Wait, hold up. Oh wait, I have to go this way. Okay, I don't know if you guys could see it. It's really hard to show. I was about to say, I don't know why I swatched the highlighters, because it's really hard to get the highlighters sometimes to show up on camera. Not because they're not pigmented, but because with the light, and I feel like it kind of makes it difficult. But this is, I'm trying to show you guys. I think okay, right there. Okay, perfect. I don't know if you guys can see it now. I just need to, yeah, see, if I go more close, it makes it disappear. But this is actually, I don't know why I don't really have a lot of cream highlighters in my collection. This is actually one of the first, but I love this to go under. If you're looking for a really nice glow, this is a nice golden color, and I feel like it looks really beautiful on the skin, and it's really easy to blend. So I actually really do like this for a cream product. The next highlighter is the Makeup Revolution, and this is the Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder in Golden Lights. And this is actually pretty old, but let me just, sorry, the cap is broken off. It's kind of hard to pick it up on camera how beautiful it is, but let me see if I can. Yeah, it's really hard. So I know it just looks like a white powder on the camera, close to one of the oldest highlighters that I have in my collection, but it is this beautiful, it's not a gold color. It's like a, how do I explain this color? It's like a white, so it's white, but then once you apply it on the skin, it has this golden, light gold champagne color, and it just looks so beautiful on the skin. Anytime I wear this, I get so many compliments. I don't know if this exact shade is still available, because like I said, this is a little bit older in my collection, but I absolutely love this, and I've already kind of started to hit pan on this, but this is really beautiful. Then the next highlighter that I have in my collection, this is actually in a little palette that I had shown you guys in a previous video, but this is the Wet n Wild limited edition Let's Play Together Trio. This is what it looks like on the outside, and this is what the highlighter looks like. The highlighter is like a goldish, almost like a champagne color, similar to the e.l.f. one. I'll be honest, it is very buttery when you touch it. However, once you apply it, it is just very glittery, but it doesn't really provide a lot of highlight, if that makes sense. I just didn't feel like the pigment was all there, so I didn't really like this. And I feel like once you apply it, it shears out significantly. So for that reason, I don't really like this one as much. The next highlighter is the Elegant Makeup Super Glow Gorgeous Skin Luminous Strobing Highlighter, and this is in the shade Tan Pearl. And this is what it looks like. As you can see, I've already hit pan on this. This highlighter, Diaz actually bought it for me when he was on deployment. I think it was when he was in Thailand, maybe? I'm not sure. And this is just so beautiful. So I don't know where you can buy this. I don't know if this is a brand that you can only buy over there. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you can buy. Maybe you can get it on Amazon, but this is so pretty. I've told you guys, I've never heard of this brand before, but this highlight is a nice gold. It's a little bit more on the deeper side compared to my other highlighters. However, when you apply it on the skin, at least for my skin color, it still looks really nice and provides a really nice gold highlight. I really like it. I love the way it applies. It's a very buttery formula, and I absolutely love that. And it's just really beautiful. This is another highlight that whenever I wear it, I always get compliments and I always get asked what I'm wearing. So this is another beautiful one. The next highlight is, I actually have two of these, but in two different shades. This is the Moira Dreamlight highlighter, and I have one that's in the shade Dreamlight, and then the other one is Reckless Love. Let me show you Dreamlight. There we go. So Dreamlight is a little bit more of a wider highlight. It's a little bit more of it looks iridescent, but when you apply it on the skin, I want to say it gives a similar vibe to this Makeup Revolution one that I have. It looks white on the pan. However, once you apply it, It provides like a really nice like champagne silvery look. Absolutely love it. And I do like the formulation. I feel like the formulation is just glides on really smoothly. And then in the second shade, I have the Mariah, or it's the same one, but it's the shade Reckless Love. And this one is a little bit more of a champagne gold color. I know it's really hard to see them on camera because of the color, like the way they shine, but this one is a little bit more on the golder side. Absolutely love. And I love that they have like a pigment. However, it's like a little bit more of like a sheen and kind of gives you a little bit of that like wet highlight look, if that makes sense. Like a little bit of a glossy look. Absolutely love these. The next highlighter is this Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Rose Gold. And this is what it looks like. Okay, this is super, as you can tell by the name, butter highlighter. I had never tried anything from this collection, like this butter collection from Physicians Formula, and I was actually super excited to try this because it lives up to its name. It's a super buttery formula, and I absolutely love this. I don't have anything in my collection with this type of formulation. It's just super buttery, and I absolutely love it. It's very pigmented. This is probably, I want to say, let me see if you guys can pick it up. I don't really think you can pick it up, but it's this darkest one here. This is definitely a lot darker than anything else I have in my collection, I would say. It's a lot more like a deeper like rose gold highlight. So it is, I feel like it is a little too dark on my complexion when I put it on as a highlighter. It gives me more of like a tan. So for this reason, I do like it. I just think this shade would look better on somebody with maybe a little bit of a darker complexion than I am. But what I love to use it is I love to use it as like eyeshadow. It's really pretty for that. So I would love to try something in maybe a lighter color for me. The next product is the J.Cat Beauty You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter. And this is in the shade Seaside Frost. And this is a really nice like lightweight highlighter. I definitely feel like you do have to build it up a little bit more. The pigment isn't as strong as some of my other highlighters. However, it's still a really pretty formula. I'm actually wearing this on my face today. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it creates a nice like subtle highlight, but it's still glowy. It's more of like a natural glow from within. So absolutely love this if you're looking for a little bit more of a subtle highlight, but still something that's gonna make you look glowy. Then the next product is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter, and this was a classic. And this is what it looks like. This is an OG classic. Like, this is honestly one of those products that almost everyone and their mamas had in their collection, or maybe probably still has in their collection. As you can see, I've already hit pan on this, and I'm so sad because I'm like literally like, once I finish this, I'm not gonna have this anymore. But this is just such a staple. It's so beautiful. It's, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just so different from any of the other highlighters that I have in my collection. It has a very different color to it. However, it's gorge. Unfortunately, this was like limited edition, so it's no longer available, but it's beautiful. The next one that I have in my collection is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Palette, and this has the shades Candlelight, Sunlight, and Blossom. This is like a little palette that I got from, I think, one of my FabFitFun boxes. These are like 3 shades, and also these are extremely not as buttery as a Physicians Formula one. However, they're nice and buttery, and they are pretty, like a really nice pigment. However, the shades are all, I feel like, too dark for my complexion, and because they're a little bit too dark for my complexion, I just feel like they don't look the best on me. I feel like they would look a lot better on somebody with maybe a darker complexion. However, they're really beautiful. I honestly have been using this kind of like playing around with them with eyeshadows. That's kind of what I do when the highlighters are a little too dark for my complexion, but these are absolutely beautiful. I would love to try these maybe in a lighter shade. Then the next product is the MAC Show Gold Extra Dimension Skinfinish. Let me open it up so you guys can see it better. Okay, I know it's really hard to pick it up, but this highlighter is so pretty. I had actually seen a girl at Ulta wearing this, like one of the MAC girls that works there, and she was wearing this, and I was like, oh, what highlighter are you wearing? She told me she was wearing this one. This one is very different. I actually don't have a highlighter like this in my collection. I know it looks gold on the pan. However, once you apply it, it has like, it's like rose gold. However, it's like purple undertones, if that makes sense. So it looks like iridescent, but with a rose gold like hue to it as well. Super, super beautiful. Nothing in my collection is like this. So this is very one of a kind piece compared to the other highlighters. Absolutely beautiful. And last but not least, another very unique one that I have nothing else like this in my collection is the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Trophy Wife highlighter. And then this is what it looks like. As you can see, I have nothing else like this in my collection. This is absolutely beautiful. It's a true gold highlighter. It doesn't apply like super patchy and gold. It's a nice sheer gold, but I have nothing else like this in my collection. So I absolutely love this very like unique, beautiful gold color, and it looks really nice during the summer. Okay guys, so those are actually all of my highlighters. As you can see, I have quite a few because I do love my highlighters, but let's go ahead and rate these. I actually have 12 highlighters. Technically I have 11, but 2 of them are like from the same brand. So I have 12. And let's go ahead and rate these from the ones that are not my most favorites to the ones that are my favorite. In the 12th spot, I'm going to be putting the Wet n Wild Let's Play Together palette, and simply because I feel like this one is just very sheer and just kind of patchy and just not the best. In the 11th spot, I'm going to be putting the Cover FX Custom Enhancer palette, and I'm simply only going to be putting this in the 11th spot just because the shades are a little too dark for my skin tone. In the 10th spot, another one that I think is a little too dark for my skin tone, although it's a very beautiful formulation, is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. Therefore, that is why I am putting it in the 10th spot. In the 9th spot, I'm going to go ahead and put the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter by J.Cat Beauty, because it is a little bit more, compared to some of my other highlighters, it's great, but it's a little bit more on the sheer and is not super pigmented compared to some of the other ones in my collection. In the 8th spot, I'm going to be putting the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand highlight in the shade Champagne, just because it's a cream highlight and I don't use cream highlights as much as I use the powder ones, so it is a beautiful shade, just I don't gravitate towards this compared to some of my other items. 7th spot, although these are very, very beautiful, the Mariah Dream highlighters, I'm going to be putting the Reckless Love shade in the 7th spot. It's beautiful. This is a little bit more new in my collection, so I haven't had as much time to play with it, and there's some other shades in my collection that I love a little bit more, so I'm going to put this one in there. And the 6th spot, I'm also going to be putting the Mariah Dream highlighter in the shade Dreamlight, just because I said I just haven't had this as long, so I haven't played with it as much as my other highlighters. In the 5th spot, I'm going to be putting the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife, because this is something super unique in my collection. This gold color, I don't gravitate towards it as much as some of the other shades that I'm about to show you guys. However, this is still very beautiful. In the 4th spot, I'm going to be putting the MAC Show Gold. Like I said, this is another one of my very unique colors that I have, so I just don't gravitate towards this every single day. However, it's still very, very beautiful. And here we go, my top 3. Okay, in the 3rd spot, I'm going to be putting the Elegant Makeup Super Glow Gorgeous Skin Luminous Highlighter. As you guys can see, I mean, the pan speaks for itself. This is a beautiful day-to-day highlighter. I love that it's very creamy, and I just love the nice like gold color that it provides and a nice glow to my skin. In the 2nd spot, I'm going to be putting the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter Powder in Golden Lights. This is a beautiful, affordable highlighter. It's a nice like white pearlescent. It just creates a very beautiful glow to your skin, and it's very, very unique. And last but not least, in the 1st spot, I have to put the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight, just because this is just gorgeous. It's my go-to highlighter if I really want something that's going to be super glowy, that's going to just look so seamless and just give me that like honey glazed donut look. This is what we're going to reach for. So this is absolutely beautiful. So sad it's not available anymore, but let me know if there are any that you think are maybe similar dupes to this, or something that you used to have in your collection that you've kind of replaced with this that you absolutely love. Let me know, because once this hits pan, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm no longer gonna have this shade. So yeah, guys, those are all my highlighters. Let me know below, what are your favorite highlighters from the drugstore or from the high end, so that I can try those out. Also, let me know if there's any like liquid cream highlighters that you absolutely love. As you can see, I don't really have a lot of those in my collection, so I honestly would love to try a little bit more, maybe do like a makeup tutorial with some of those for you guys. But if you guys like content like this, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to this channel, guys, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button. at the bottom. I really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye guys.